up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabsome besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. Our dolls have been chilling in our new dollhouse for a minute. I think it's time to take a trip into town. These are our easy shop windows using doll packaging. The tops are open so we can just remove this insert, clean it out, add a little scrapbook paper, glued together a few scraps of foam board. Let's cover it with a little scrap of fabric. I raised it up and added ribbon around the bottom, cut triangles of cardstock, glue them onto thread to make a banner. Let's place the foam board inside, add a few cakes or whatever else you like to change the window display. And we can add a few fun details like our Valentine's Day hearts from a few years ago for a little fun. These could be a fun way to display some minis. This is the insert from that shop window. I glue scrapbook paper onto the back, take clear plastic from packaging, cut it. I cut it into 1.5 inch strips, then lightly score a line at 1/4 inch and another one at 1/2 inch from the edge. Carefully bend it on the scored lines to make a clear shelf. Attach them to the back with glue or double-sided tape. Then add mini books to the shelves. Place the insert back inside so when the dolls walk by, they can see the newest bestsellers. The back of these storefronts are blank, so we can cover them with scrapbook paper, then add our printable bookcase to make a flat backdrop that looks like a bookstore, giving us a scene for the outside and the inside of the store. Another option is cut foam board. This is 13.25 by 15 inches. I cut a second piece of foam board that's the same size here, but then I kept 5 inches on the end. I scored it on the other side so it can bend, creating a corner. This is going to be the back of our scene, and that's the side. And this piece that we cut first will be the front. I printed out the door from our storefront printables, cut them out, then decide where I want it to go. I think I'm going to keep it over here. So I draw and cut out a rectangle. I cut another 5-inch board to fit on the side, take clear plastic from packaging. I cut a rectangle that's a little larger than the cutout. I'm going to glue these two sides together, then cover it with scrapbook paper. I'm gluing my shop door printable on the other side. Take the foam board that can bend, cover the side to match, and now we can see how our box will fit together. But before we glue them, glue the clear plastic over the cutout, frame the window and the door with strips of foam board. I covered the inside wall and framed the window as well, cut foam board for the floor, cover with paper, then glue it under the window. I made sure the floor was a little short on this end so we can glue on the other wall that moves. Before we glue them together, add a baseboard under the window if you like, and let's add some shelving to this wall. First, I lightly sketch the layout of my shelves. I cut 2 pieces of foam board at 2 3/4 inches. I cut 2 more at 2 inches. I will use these for the sides of the shelving. I cut more foam board for the shelves. My center shelves will be 4.5 inches long, and my shelves on the sides are 3 inches. Starting with the farthest side near the bend, I begin gluing them over the lines drawn. I use a ruler to keep everything straight. After gluing down the farthest side, let's add those 3-inch shelves. I glued 4. Then let's glue a flat piece on the bottom. Add one of the wider strips to close it off. Then the shelves, another side, more shelves, and the last side to complete the shelving. I made sure to leave enough space so the shelving could clear the floor. Glue the side that moves onto the floor and to the back of the front. So we have a large box that folds open so we can display a few things inside. When I was planning out this room, I didn't really think how it would look through the window when the box is closed. I probably should have kept the shelves a little flatter and to this side. so there would be a nice visual from the street. All I could think is that I really wanted some shelves to display a few of the accessories from the My Mini Baby capsules. But now we need more stuff to fill the other shelves. Let's cut rectangles of fabric. This is flannel, and we're gonna fold it in thirds, then fold it in half, make a stack, and place them on the shelf. We can also use fleece. I cut 2 by 2 inch squares, then just fold them in half and roll them. I made 3, and I hold them together with a small rubber band. Then we can add ribbon and a bow to look like a small set of washcloths. We can also use baby washcloths or a microfiber towel for more texture. We can add crafts from previous videos. Check out our mini baby stuff playlist on YouTube for a boppy or nursing pillow, play mats, and similar items that we can fold and place on the shelves. Let's go through our scrap wood bin and find some thin wooden dowels, cut them to the desired width, then glue them into the shelving unit. Use small paper clips to quickly make small hangers. I cut a rectangle of a t-shirt material. This is about 4 inches by 2 1/4. I make sure the stretch is out to the sides, even though this might not be functional. Fold over and hem the top and bottom by gluing or sewing. To save time, I'm using glue, and I also glued a good portion of the sides. Then I flip it over, fold it in half, but keep it uneven at the bottom. Fold it in half, and I'm using pins to keep everything where I want it. Cut off the corner, add a little bit of a curve. Open it, remove the pins. I glue ribbon across the top on one side, then flip it over and glue more ribbon on the other. With the good side facing up, fold it in half, lining up the edges, fold it in half again, make a cut for a sleeve, and down the side, open it up, add ribbon across the shoulder on both sides, then fold it in half, sew or glue from the sleeve all the way to the bottom. Flip it right side out, being very careful if you used glue to make a small shirt to go on the hangers. If you sew it, it might be wearable. If you glue it, it might or might not. Right now, I'm just trying to get stuff on the shelves. Cover scraps of foam board with fabric or scrapbook paper to make art. We can also draw a tree on paper or foam board, go over it in ink, then glue it into the room. Add a shelf or two. I made a larger tree and decorated both sides to go in front of the window. We can add woodsies as plushies onto the shelves, and of course, a few mini brands. The mini brands diapers are perfect for this space. Let's throw in the wet ones. They match the color palette. I have a few more diapers and this baby Vaseline. I place the bouncer that matches my color palette on the other side. Now I just have to wait to get another one to even it out. Until we do, let's just add some mini brands Baby Dove. So there's something on every shelf in our little store. Use stickers on the window to give the shop a name. I went with Into the Woods because we have a little woodland creature theme here. Our bookstore just says the Barbie look because that was what was on the doll box. And I've changed this one so many times that I just haven't got around to naming it. And when I started this video, it was before Valentine's Day. Now it's after Valentine's Day. But we're just gonna leave those hearts up because love is all year round. Since the top of all of the stores are open, we can just place a light right above them so it looks like the lights are on in the store. Now the dolls can get out of the house, whatever planet they're on, and window shop, check out the latest releases, get a photo op with a store backdrop, or actually go into a store because the side folds out and we can take the doll inside to shop. I love the idea of using some of the My Mini Baby accessories as decorative pieces in a store. And this little shop helps me to keep some of my baby-related miniatures in one place. Thank you for joining us while we made a little baby store. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram at MyFroggyStuff, the Frog Vlog, and Bella of MyFroggyStuff. And we will see you next time. Bye!